Welcome back. Glad that you're here. We are building a movie app with the best coding practices and tools. In the previous video, we worked on the splash screen and loading animation while making an API call. In this video, we will convert block to the Qubit. Qubit was announced in version 6 of the Flutter block library. You will learn about situations where we can use Qubit's maximum features and where we cannot. Before you go further in this video, it is good if you are already aware of what is block and what are main components of the block. You can watch the complete block tutorials on this channel also. So why did I choose Flutter block 6.0 and not 7.0? Well, I started with the latest version of the Flutter block, which is 7.0, but this version is built for Dart 2.12 and above to support null safety. If we use Dart 2.12, we need to refactor the complete movie app to implement null safety there. But here we are also using Hive, which depends on build runner, and this is a blocker for us. If I have to put it in simple sentence, we are not ready for Flutter 2, at least for those apps which heavily rely on build runner. Because unfortunately, at the time of recording this video, build runner is not null safe. Hence, I chose to go to first version of the Qubit when it was announced. Now, how is the Qubit interoperable with block? Qubit is fully interoperable with block because block in version 6 extends Qubit itself. So, if you are using Flutter block 6.0 and lesser than 7.0, then you are already using Qubit. In version 7.0, the implementations of block and Qubit may be different because they both implement a new block-based class. Now, why Qubit? Why we want to move to Qubit? Qubit helps in reducing some boilerplate that we have in the block. You don't need events while using Qubit. In some cases, you can get rid of the states as well. So how do we apply Qubit in the movie app? If you have followed the complete series of the tutorials or videos on the movie app, you are aware that we have only used block to manage the state of screens in this application. I recommend watching the carousel tutorial video to see one block implementation. Now, we are using block to get rid of set state, which rebuilds the complete widget on which it is called. So block on the other hand side, with the help of block builder, block listener and block consumer, helps in building only specific sections of the screen whenever data changes. So when we are replacing the block with Qubit, there are two different types of solutions. First, when we are taking data from an event and yielding the same data or simply yielding the state without any data. Second, where we are making API calls using the event data and then yielding the states. Now let's see examples for the first one. I will call it simple blocks to Qubit. Now open the loading block and look at that code. In the map event to state method, we are checking for the event and returning a state. This is the minimal block that we have. And in the UI, based on the state, we will show or hide the loader as explained in the splash and loader video. Let's convert this to extend the Qubit now instead of block. First, we rename the loading block to loading Qubit to logically make it understandable. And instead of extending block, now extend this with the Qubit. Because we only need a boolean value to decide whether to show or hide the loader, we are changing the state to a bool value. Now, as our initial state of this block, we will make its default value to false. Then last, as we have removed events in the Qubit, we will not use map event to state method anymore. Instead, create two public methods that will be called now instead of dispatching the events from the UI. These methods will return a bool value. So let's see how to call these methods and how to listen to the values that are emitted from this block. Open movie carousel block for instance. and in the old code you have loading block.add start loading. Instead of dispatching the event, you will now directly call the methods present in the block like loadingqubit.show or loadingqubit.hide. Finally, open loading screen to change the implementation of block builder. Replace the state with bool and rename the variable to a meaningful name. Instead of comparing the state type, we will now check if the flag is true or false to render the UI. Now let's check another example of the same type. I will only show block changes now because the screen and calls are very straightforward. So open movie backdrop block and see the code. Here as well, we get rid of state and event classes and emit the data the same as in the entity. This was all about simple replacement of block to qubit. But there are some complex implementations also where you might have to change a lot of your UI code. So let's move to that. I am calling this complex because here we will not be able to delete the state class. Let's consider the language block for an example. We cannot replace the state classes here because we have two different sets of data that this block yields. First, language error state and second, language loaded state. Because we have organized our app to use either. So let's see the solution with having state returned from the qubit. We change the block to the qubit with keeping the state. We then create two methods to handle two different types of events that this block handles. Here as well, you will emit the state in all those two methods. Now let's see the alternative solution, which will change the way we emit data from the block. In the previous solution, there were no changes made on the UI side, but now when we implement this replacement of state by locale, we will have to change the UI as well. First, you will remove state and use the locale variable directly. Next, set a default locale in the super as the initial locale. Now, in the load preferred language method, you will return null or the default locale. If you return null, UI logic has to change drastically, but if you have some default values to return, then nothing should break on UI. For the success, instead of returning state, return the locale. Now open Movie app and change the way we are using block builder by using locale instead of the state. When we return null for locale, we will have to handle that case in the UI. Luckily, for language-like cases, we can have some default values. But this solution cannot be easily applied to blocks that return a list of movies, videos, cast, movie detail, etc. because they also have error state returned from the block. For all these, we will have to handle the null cases, or you can say the error cases, in a significant manner in all the screens. It will require a lot of refactoring. So I believe I have tried my best to teach you about migration from block to qubit with all possible usage and caveats. It has to be done case to case basis for existing blocks and new applications. Qubit is a nice and clean alternative. You can definitely replace block or start using qubit instead of using block. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more new exciting videos. I will see you at the next tutorial. Thanks for watching and goodbye.